guys, what's up? It's your boy Paul Picaso here again, represent for Picaso Entertainment. Peace and love to the world. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Looking forward to a wonderful happy New Year's, guys. So today it's just a quick little video. Might not be too quick, but yeah, we'll try to see if I can make it as short as I can go. We are going to be looking at an app and basically some ROMs. So app ROMs, we're gonna do it as quick as possible. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let's go. If you're like me, you know, basically you just like to constantly keep or consistently keep changing ROMs, themes, features, tweaks, all sorts of stuff, and there's plenty of apps to do all these things, from multi-picture live wallpaper, dealing with pictures, from different ROMs, dealing with different features and tweaks and things, and the exposed framework, exposed installer, modules like XBlast tools, and Gravity Box and XMUI and or XMyUI. You know, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but if you're like me and you know, you're just not satisfied with like one ROM, then here's the free app in the Play Store. It is called MultiRom. So we're gonna go into MultiRom. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get down there a little bit more. Sorry, I should have got the camera set up from earlier. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the device. Okay, so let's bring up the app drawer and we're gonna go into, so basically all you do, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of step by step. So you go to the Play Store, load up Play Store, search, and you're just gonna search MultiRom. When you search MultiRom, you're gonna get this app right here, right at the top, that first app right there, as you can see, MultiRom Manager. Okay, I just typed in MultiRom and it comes up. So you're gonna get MultiRom Manager. So MultiRom Manager basically is a way to deal with multiple ROMs on one device. Okay, now I just downloaded the app today. I got it set up, and the setup is pretty simple. To use MultiRom Manager, you do have to have root permissions or root privileges. So when you open up MultiRom, now I've already done this, so everything is good here for me. So when you open up MultiRom, it's going to, this is the thing now, certain, as you can see here, MultiRom version, and it installs its own custom recovery twerp. So it does install its own twerp. I was already installing twerp, and right here where it says kernel, it was actually red because I didn't have the Keksec hard boot patch in the kernel. I was running that stock kernel from that stock OmniROM kernel, so I just flashed a Franco kernel that had it installed. So you do need that. If you don't, you can always, if you're on stock ROM, you can always download the kernel from here, and you go in and just choose the correct kernel. But I've already done all of that. And of course, you know, to get the fullness of this, I would give links and everything, but I'm sure everybody has different devices out there. So all you do is, or all I did was just go to xdadeveloper.com, and I typed in my device and I said MultiRom for the Nexus 4. And yeah, so I got all the information that I need to get. Then once that happens, you're gonna hit install. It's gonna install all these things. And when it installs all those things, then it's gonna say to reboot into recovery. Okay, so then when you reboot into recovery, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we're gonna go like this. You're gonna boot into recovery, or we're just gonna reboot the phone, because once you reboot in recovery, you're just gonna hit you hit continue or finish. I don't remember what the pop-up is. You're gonna hit that. You just follow the instructions. You hit what it says that it's completed, and then you hit the button and to complete it. And then basically, what's gonna happen is it's going to reboot like this. You're gonna get a little pop-up like this, and I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna let that reboot up, and you're gonna see what it looks like when you reboot. Okay, so the phone's booting up. And when it boots up, you are presented with this little thing there. Now, then you have this little place here where you do choose. This is where you actually come to choose what ROM you want to boot into. Okay, various things there at the top. You are able to load ROMs from USB, of course internal. These are what are on internal. And from the miscellaneous tab, we have copy log to SD card, reboot, reboot to recovery, reboot to bootloader, shutdown, and you have the option to change up some of the colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna leave it with the red for now. I just go back to internal, and it's already on internal, so I'm going to go ahead and boot. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You do have to be rooted, okay, and you let it install its custom recovery. Like I said, for all full instructions, because of you know, everybody might have different devices, I can't give specific threads or anything like that. If I do get the link, actually yeah, but because everybody has different devices, you just want to go into XDA developers, okay, and search MultiRom for your device. That's what I did. That's how I got to the thread instructing me how to do this, and also the thread to how to uninstall MultiRom and remove all secondary ROMs. All of that stuff will be there for your device. For right now, to be honest, I think MultiRom, as far as I'm aware, actually, MultiRom only runs for the Nexus 4, the Nexus 7, and the Nexus 5, actually. So only those three devices, and it's both versions of the Nexus 7 2012-2013 model. Okay, so I do apologize for that if I got anybody's hopes up. It's actually only for those four devices. The Nexus 4, Nexus 5, and both versions of the Nexus 7 2012-2013 model. So as you can see, we have booted into my stock ROM, or sorry, OmniROM. What I'm on, OmniROM 4.4.2, and let's actually just go into settings. Let's just go into settings over here. Let's go into the settings. Let's go to about, so I can show you guys that I am on, where is it there? The OmniROM. I am running that Franco kernel that does have that, that patch involved. If you don't have that patch involved, or a custom kernel that supports that patch, like I said, you download it from MultiRom. Okay, as you can see, I'm on OmniROM, that nightly version, and it is Android version 4.4.2, and it is the Nexus 4. Okay, so that's how to install basically MultiRom. So now we're gonna actually go ahead and boot up another ROM using MultiRom. So what we're gonna do, we are going to go into recovery. So we're gonna boot into recovery. We're gonna go reboot, reboot into recovery. Okay, so we can get a look and see how MultiRom does its thing. Okay. Gonna let that boot up. There's Team Win, TWRP, aka Twerp. To me, one of the best recoveries out there. Okay, so here we are. Now to install the other ROMs, all you want to do now is basically go to the advanced, and if you notice in the advanced at the lower right hand corner, this tab is there where it says MultiRom, as you can see there. So that's where we're going to actually be installing the ROMs from. So we're going to go ahead and click MultiRom, and then you see here there is add ROM. Okay, and you can add the ROM to Android, Ubuntu Touch, a MultiROM installer. You can share the kernel with the internal ROM, Okay, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep each ROM and each ROM and its kernel separate. So we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to install to internal memory. So what we're going to do is go to next. And so you can actually put a ROM on it from ADB sideload, which is cool, from an Android backup, which is also cool, and from the zip file. So we're going to go to zip, and we're gonna go and look for the ROMs that we want to go. So I have a few here that I want to do. So for this video, I'm gonna go ahead. I already made the folder for CM11. So here we go, CM11. This is the latest nightly for the Nexus 4, and the G apps are there. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that, and we're gonna go and swipe to continue, and we're gonna flash CM11. So after this is done flashing, we're gonna go ahead and flash those G apps. Okay, and as you can see, so CM11 for the Nexus 4 is there. So what you want to do now, because you have to flash those G apps, you want to go back, and then let's see, you want to go back again, and then instead of add ROM, well, we already added the ROM, you want to go to list ROMs, and it's going to list what we have on there, and we're going to go ahead and click CM11, and then it comes up with a whole bunch of other stuff right here. You can wipe data, wipe cache, wipe Dalvik, you can rename, all of that stuff, sideload. So what we want to do is flash zip, and as you see right here, you can even back up this ROM as well. So this is only going to flash directly for this ROM CM11. Okay, so we're going to go flash zip, and then there's the GApps packages. We're going to hold GApps packages and swipe to confirm. Now this is pretty exciting, guys. I really love this. MultiRom just opened up a nice MultiRom just opened up a huge door for me, guys, because I really love this. Being able to have multiple ROMs on the device is just amazing to me. I can have one ROM themed up with certain features that I like, and just a simple reboot, and boom, I can have another ROM set up the way I like. And there we go, guys, that's it. So what we're gonna do now is hit reboot system. We're gonna let that boot up, and it's gonna again give us that menu to start with that I did switch from blue to red. So we're gonna take a look at that, and you quickly have to tap it because it only gives you 4 seconds. And there we go, and there's CM11 nightly. We're gonna go ahead and select it and hit boot, and now, guys, we should be booting up into CM11 CyanogenMod 11. Of course, it is a nightly build for the Nexus 4, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that, guys, and boom, there it is, guys, CM11. And I know you say it might not, you know, how do you know it's multiple boot? So after this boots up, guys, we're gonna take a look at it and show you. So we're gonna go ahead and let this boot up. I'm sure you guys can hear my daughter outside there. Yeah, told him daddy was making a video, but you know, kids, they gotta run around and make some noise. Okay, so I'm gonna let this boot up, and we're gonna be right back after it's done booting. And of course, the first initial boot up usually takes a lot longer because behind the scenes, everything is being placed in, you know, where it needs to go, and everything's compiling and all of that stuff. So it does take a little while. And there we go, CyanogenMod 11 nightly for the Nexus 4. It is there. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip all of this. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip for now, skip for now, skip for now. I am just gonna set the time, Eastern Standard Time. Where are we? There we go. I'm just gonna set that and set that. And there you go, guys. I'm just gonna select launcher just for now, that Google experience. There we go, there we go. And as you see, you can SMS with Hangouts, all of that stuff is there. Okay, Google. That's not there, but that's okay. Yeah, so we are on CyanogenMod 11, can't reach, that's perfectly alright. We are on Signage and Mod 11, guys. So let's go down, go ahead and swipe down. Let's go to settings. Let's go down. Let's see. We got that themes there because I love that. I love being able to theme the entire thing. Let's go to about. Let's go down. There you have it. There you can see right there. I'll give you a little bit of zoom. Signage Mod 11, right there it is. It is Android version 4.4.2. KitKat, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. KitKat 4.2.2. Okay, guys. Okay, so there is Signage Mod 11 on the Nexus 4. So now again, to prove once again that we do have that multi-ROM ability, we're going to let's go back into reboot and let's reboot the phone once more. And we're gonna get that pop-up again. Let that reboot. Once it's rebooting, we are gonna be greeted with that little box. Once again, that little pop-up menu. Here we go, we have 4 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and tap, and we are automatically on internal, which was the original ROM before we put on the CM. Let's go and hit boot. And there you go, we are presented with the original ROM that is initially on the device before we started with multi-ROM. So let's go ahead and make sure that boots up correctly and make sure everything is there working. This is a great way, guys, to have multiple ROMs on your device. Of course, if you have the space, the more multiple ROMs you can have. And there we go, we are back in OmniROM. Okay, and there we go. Everything's back. My app drawer. Let's go ahead and get back to settings. Let's go to settings. Go to about, and we are back. As you can see, the versions down there. Android version 4.2.2, OmniROM version, that Mako Nightly 2013, December 20th. And there it is, still running that updated Franco kernel. And there you go, guys. That is the multi-ROM app review. I hope you guys like it. This is great for those tech guys out there like myself who love to have multiple ROMs, and this is a great way to just save, save everything, guys. That's it for this review. A great app, multi-ROM, free in the Playstore. Go and get it. Don't forget to check xdadeveloper.com for instructions on multi-ROM for your device. Again, only supporting as of right now the Nexus 4, Nexus 5, 2012 Nexus 7, and 2013 Nexus 7, guys. Leave a comment down below. Like the video, share the video. You know, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what if you have a Nexus 4, 5, or 7, and if you're gonna try multi-ROM, and which ROMs would you try and will you try. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Your boy Paul Picasso from Picaso Entertainment once again. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, have a happy new year when it comes, guys. Look out for a special video on New Year's. Peace and God bless, guys.